This is Dan. Dan is part of the Rooster Teeth community. Not familiar with Rooster Teeth? Let me try to sum it up as quick as I can.
All right.
Rooster Teeth is a production studio located in Austin, Texas, famous for Red vs. Blue, the longest-running web series that is based inside the Halo universe. Originally started in 2003 by 5 friends, it has since grown to become a massive online media network with over 8 million subscribers on YouTube and over 1.7 million active community members. That's a really big community. So I thought it'd be fun to pack a camera, travel around the country, and meet some of them. And if you want to know what makes Rooster Teeth fans so passionate, just ask them.
I think Ruby is fantastic.
I really was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, but I love it.
To me, it seemed like Monty was able to take drawings and kind of just bring them to life.
There's a lot of kind of fighting style productions out there, but Monty's just got this sense of rhythm that other people can't emulate to his level. He just mixes the music with the crazy combat in these ways that I've just not seen before.
My favorite, besides Red vs. Blue, my favorite show is the Rooster Teeth animated adventures that Jordan does.
My favorite character in Red vs. Blue has got to be Joel's character, Caboose.
You just want to be angry and mean all the time? Because that is dumb! And you know what? You're not for thinking that!
The insane things he says and just how far out there he is and disconnected from the reality of what's going on in the story arc is hilarious to me.
My favorite character from Red vs. Blue is Donut.
No soy rosa. Soy rosa-ish.
Even have a donut tattoo, so that's how dedicated I am. I just like how cute and quirky he is. He always has the funniest lines.
Well, if I can't beat off a room full of dudes, then what have I been training for this whole time?
I religiously watch all the podcasts at work, and Gavin, he has a way with words, man.
Do you think Goosebumps for blind people is just like reading a bunch of jumbled letters?
I take away every week something that he said.
If I've got semen in my hair, I might as well have tons of it. I'm still gonna have a shower. One shower will fix the problem.
For Father's Day, I got a Does Rocks Float on Lava shirt.
I think Achievement Hunter is so popular because there's a diversity of personalities, so everyone can find someone that they relate to in some manner. Like for myself, I relate a lot to Ryan because he does have like the theater background. He obviously shows it. He's got a little bit of like a dark side, but then he's still a family guy.
I like Rain mostly because of his skill and the stories he has and the things he does.
Honestly, I just really like Michael because he's so crazy. Like, I feel like he's always screaming and raging, but then when you hear him just speaking normally, he's so normal.
So it's fun because you'll see yourself in these people and then you're watching them, you're enjoying them. It's kind of like you're having a party with people that you know, even though technically you don't.
Now that we're all caught up, it's time to head to California, where you'll get to meet Chloe, aka Sushi Monster, a professional cosplayer from Orange County.
Yeah, I have a little craft room or sewing room. As you can see, this is where I do all of my wig work, all of my costumes, just whatever. You can see the very, very messy, also wig station. I usually just have hairspray, hair dryer, whatever. There's a wig. This is my old serger that's completely and utterly broken because I decided to vacuum one day and completely snap this off, so, you know, it never works. Ironing board! This will be your friend in cosplay. I get really mad when I see people that have just very, very wrinkly costumes, so use this. And then my trusty closet with all this fabric that's color coordinated. This is pretty much just years and years and years of just collecting scrap, and I don't even use 90% of it, so there you go.
Well, for one thing, when you put the costume on, you walk differently. It's kind of, you swagger a little bit.
You kind of penguin.
Yeah, sort of, but I mean, it kind of adds to your swagger. And then once you walk around, you get stopped repeatedly. We can't walk very fast. And if I don't keep an eye behind me, I'll turn around and find that he got stopped way back there.
For selfies.
Yeah, for selfies.
So these are some of my costumes that I figured to kind of showcase. These are the ones that have survived through the years of either I recycle a lot of pieces, so a lot of my older costumes are in ruins, or they've gone into new pieces. These are my surviving ones. So this one's one of my favorites. It's a Sami from Avatar, or Legend of Korra. I don't know if you know that one. But this is just the jacket, and then I have some pants. But my favorite part of this costume is actually a friend of mine by the name of Grant Imahara helped me make her glove, which is just on display, but I can actually take it off, and this actually lights up. Just that. So, oh, it's turning off and dying slowly, but there you go. I believe this one is from a game called Koihime Muso, and it's the character Ryubi. This one is just one of my favorites because I learned how to do a lot of different things, like the gold stuff, and then her character actually has humongous, obnoxiously giant boobs. So I learned how to, tailor it to make it fit, and I actually wore giant fake prosthetic boobs underneath this costume. It's pretty good. They were super obvious, and like they were made out of like silicones. Like we would purposely just like bounce around.
I see all these people that make these just sick, mind-blowing costumes, and I just like, if I had the room, I would absolutely love to try and do something like that. The people who do it, they do a really great job, and I give them utmost respect for the time and dedication that they put towards their costumes, and the fact that they're out there doing it and they're consistent with it. I know it's definitely time-consuming, the fact that they're able to do it, props to them for that.
Yeah, my parents didn't know what to think about this whole cosplay thing. At first, they were kind of against it. Like, they thought it was just, oh, like, why are you wasting your money on this? But then once I started actually doing costumes, she wouldn't actually say that she's proud of me or anything, but then my mom would immediately just email my pictures to like the entire family saying, look at my daughter, look what she sewed, it's just so creative, blah, 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 and then send it to everybody, but then never actually would say it to my face. But then, like out of the blue one day, I got asked to be a guest at a convention in London. They were totally cool with it. They're just like, you take the chance to travel whenever you can, because they're very into traveling. As long as I'm happy and having fun and not wasting too much money, then I can just go do whatever I want.
I think a lot of people come to this conflict with parents or friends who don't really understand wanting to cosplay or watch anime or like My Little Pony or whatever it is. And the thing is that at the end of the day, those people want you to be happy. And if you can express to them that this is something that makes you happy, you're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself, and you're having a good time, then they should be able to support that. And you should be able to hold on to that. Find your bliss and follow it. And if it's cosplay, if it's My Little Pony, if it's something nobody else likes, there are people on the internet and they will like it with you and they will be friends with you, and that is awesome.
Now we head to New York City to meet up with Raph, a community podcaster who met his girlfriend Jordan on the Rooster Teeth website. He lives in Queens, she lives in San Diego. But they're going to meet in person for the first time ever in a few days, and he's a little worried about how he looks.
I was coming back from a nightclub with my friend, and this was in the neighborhood that I used to live in. And we were headed to the train, and as we were walking, we had a guy come up on us. He's like, yo, give us your money. Well, obviously we were a little drunk, so we were like, no. And then the guy just kind of like came out, popped me in the face with a rock, and I had my whole orbital shattered, where if you run your finger along the orbital here, you could feel the bone kind of like this. So it sucks, and because of that, my eye's kind of been tweaked out, and it's never fully focused. It doesn't affect my vision in any way, but it's one of those things that I always know it's there, so I'm kind of self-conscious about it, so I try to not look people in the eyes. Am I nervous about meeting Jordan in person for the first time? I keep telling myself I'm not, but as the day gets closer and closer, I feel like I'm just gonna be running around my room in circles, kind of just like, ah!
My real friends were very skeptical at first about Raph and I meeting, but they've become more open to the idea. They've all had a chance to talk to him, so they feel a little bit more comfortable with him coming out now.
So I met Jordan through a community podcast that I do, I do collaborations, and we had her guest as somebody from the community to join us on the podcast.
The things about Raph that stuck out to me were his beard, for one, because I've never seen a beard quite like that.
I don't lift skirts, but my beard does.
2, He hasn't been afraid to be himself, from what I've seen. And he's very quirky, and I really like quirky.
One of the things that she hates that I laugh about her all the time is just how much she rages during gaming, because to me, it's just like, oh, you're so fucking adorable.
So Raph and I watch Netflix every night. Being on different coasts, it gets complicated. We load up whatever we're gonna watch, and we try to hit play at the same time. And sometimes we have some connectivity issues.
Well, a lot of people don't really believe in online relationships, so.
Yeah, but how did this happen then? It's like, no, I get kind of mad actually, because we're in this era now where digital communication is happening everywhere all the time, and like, yeah, you're missing like the physical context and all that, but you still get the humor, the love, the sort of connection, and anyway, so it is possible, and it's happening everywhere, all the time.
It really is, like, it is as real as it possibly can get.
Yeah.
I work 3 days a week right now just due to my school schedule. I work at a pet accessory store with food and no animals, just accessories and food. You get fucking people that come in with like the most ridiculous questions. Like, we've had people come in asking about dog condoms, and you just kind of look at them like, I don't really know what to say to you, because I can't tell if you're joking or if you're being serious.
With Raph being all the way on the other side of the country, I do worry about him meeting somebody else. But then after work or after school, he comes home and we Skype for about 4 to 5 hours, and that insecurity is gone.
I've never actually dated anyone online, but I guess there's kind of like an excitement or a mystery, so that when you look forward to finally meeting them in person for the first time, if you ever have the chance to, there's always like that suspense and always just getting to know about them. But for me personally, I feel like I would have to meet them in person before meeting them online, because you just don't know how they are in real life or in person versus their internet persona.
A lot of my relationships that actually started online, so I'm all for them. Like, long distance is like nothing. Like, it's pretty simple for me. I just like it a lot more than living in the same town with them, because I get sick of people pretty easily.
We've been seeing each other officially for a little bit over a month now. It's kind of, everybody's just really accepting of it, which is not something, I did fear that people were gonna be like, oh, what are you doing? Like, this is kind of crazy, and like, how can you do that? But it's just like, you know, how do you know that somebody that you really, really like is just, how do you know they're not gonna be in a different city or different state? It's like, I can't confine myself strictly to New York, especially if I have so many doors open online. It's like, why would I confine myself to that?
I have something for your travels.
Oh.
All right, so we have a camera for you, so
Sick.
so you can travel along. You should roll on this, actually.
Sick. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Woo.
So we're rolling and we're rolling.
Should do a spin.
How's it look? Is the light
looking
okay?
good?
Decent?
Yeah, looking great.
Nice.
Oh.
Look at that. Let's get a third camera on here.
Oh man. Threesome.
Check this out.
That triple lens action.
Nice. So yeah, so what you should do is you should document your trip, and you should also, especially when you go meet Jordan in a couple of days, definitely film that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't gotta know anything else besides point and shoot, right?
One of the first things that just about everybody asked me was, what if he kills me, or what if he shoves me in my trunk?
This season on Community Diaries, we follow the stories of some very special RT fans as they get ready to travel to RTX, the biggest Rooster Teeth convention in the world. And we'll learn what makes the RT community so special, as told by you, the fans, and some very special guests.
Well, it's crazy to think that 3 years ago I was going to RTX, lining up to see a panel, and then 3 years later, people were lining up to see me on a panel.